What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Alma, Missouri. This is the Own the Map Challenge, and it's been a while since you guys seen me last. I've been busy in real life, so I haven't been able to record that much. But I am back, and I'm hoping to post every other day. I know I've been going like every 3 days, but I feel like that's too long of a time period. So I'm going to try and go every other day from now on. I hope that'll be a little bit better for you guys watching. Um, and also, it's been a while in game. I think the last time you saw me, we were starting corn harvest last year in November or October. I don't remember. So a lot of things have changed since then. If we take a look at the map, you can see I have combined most of these fields together. Um, these two fields are now one. These two fields are now one. And that's about it. If we take a look at the environmental score, you can see it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I did lime all of the fields, so that's good. The nitrogen is horrible because they're not planted yet. And the yield could be reset, as we don't need those anymore. Yeah, we still don't have any cows. I do plan on getting cows today, though. And I did buy the equipment for that. I just did that a little bit ago. Ooh, there's a stone picking contract. I'm going to accept that, and I'll explain why here in a minute. Well, I'll explain that now, actually. If we go to the Grain Elevator Museum, can see that we have requirement roof plate there in the bottom right. We need roof plates. And also, did that just complete that contract? It did. Alright, whatever. I won't complain. I did kind of want those stones, though. So yeah, we need roof plates, and to get roof plates, we need stones. So I've placed down a production for construction here in town. Also, that is really loud. So that will make cement bricks, cement bags, and roof plates, which is what we need. So go ahead and activate that. And if we teleport over to, well, something, this thing. I've bought the Colossus version of the stone picker. So it's got a 25-meter working width. I've been going around, I think I did 2 contracts of stone picking, and I got 38,000 liters of stones. That's not too bad. I don't think that'll convert anywhere near to what we need for roof plates, but it's a start. And you did also see I have a bunch of bread and cornbread I need to sell today before the price drops dramatically. And then for the time being, we'll just drop that off there. And we will take this to the shop because I've leased a new planter. Well, new to the series, not new in general. That makes sense. It's the 1775 NT 2022 edition. So we're going to be using this quite a bit. I also put crawler tracks on it. I didn't mean to. The button didn't want to work correctly. And then the next thing I knew it, I leased it and I forgot to double check. So we have crawler tracks on it. So that made it quite expensive, even to lease it. And the first crop I'm going to plant is sugar beets, because I'm crazy. But I do have a reason why. And that is because we do have the bakery and we can make apple pie and cake. But we need sugar. And so that is the plan with the sugar beets. Now I can't quite make it out of here. Also, you can see there's a bunch of bales in there for the cows when we get that far in the episode. All right, so the plan is, if you just take a look at the bakery real quick, you can see apple pie. We need flour, sugar, milk, eggs, butter, and apples for the apple pie. And then same ingredients except we need strawberries for the cake. So I'm planting sugar. I'm also going to be planting sorghum to feed the chickens that we don't yet have for the eggs. And then the flour, I'm either going to take some of that sorghum, put it in the flour mill, or I'm going to buy this oat field over here, depending on how much money we have come harvest time. What else do we need? Apples or greenhouses. Sugar, milk. We're doing milk with the cows here shortly. And then that goes along with the butter. And then, yeah. So that is the plan with that. Oh, field wise, so this one is going to be planted in sugar beets, like I'm already doing. This one's going to be sorghum. And then these two, I think, will be corn. This one's definitely going to be corn. I'm not sure if I want to plant that one in corn as well. The alternate crop would be soybeans. And we will just sell those straight off, but I think we get more uh, from the cornbread that we're making. Or we might just plant corn and sell the dried corn of it. I don't know. Haven't really decided yet. Also, I want to give a shout out to all the people that have commented on the previous videos. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And keep up the comments. Yeah. I do hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'm really enjoying it. I know I haven't posted in the last 4 or 5 days, something like that. But still, I'm really enjoying this series, and I can't wait to own the entire map because it's gonna be interesting to farm all of it, to work our way up towards it. We might hit 100 episodes. I don't know. We'll have to see. It would be impressive for me to hit 100 episodes as well. I think the max I made was 66, and that was back on Edgewater, Saskatchewan when it first came out. And that was one of my first series I did. It wasn't the first series, but it was one of them. So yeah, I'm excited. Also, I'm not sure why the GPS is doing what it's doing here. It's kind of interesting. Gotta love GPS. Also, I'm not really sure why I'm doing this. I could just let a worker do it. Would probably be the best option, because then... Oh, we need to sell this. Yeah, I was gonna say we need to go uh, get some cows, but this is also more important. So over winter, I don't think I've sold any of this. We made 41,000 liters of cornbread and 17,000 liters of bread, which I think is phenomenal. Also, this truck might be sold because it is really loud. There we go. We made, what is that, 283,000 liters dollars, plus almost the $6,000 environmental score. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I did just see the train go by, and yet I didn't stop for that. It's my bad. I wonder, can I turn the Jake brake off on this? Because it's really loud. Just turn my help window on. Also, that's really loud. I can. Sweet. There we go. Alright, that is manageable now. It might not be loud for you guys, but for me, it's really loud in my ear. Just gonna park that there. I did also buy a shovel for the skid loader, because I was planning on putting down the debris crusher right here. And if I can get the right orientation, This little area right here in front of the building is where the stones drop. You can see them dropping right there. I would probably place it like this, maybe. I don't know. But then I also thought about getting the cement factory, but one, it's expensive. It's 370,000, and two, it's quite big. I mean, I know we're making cement stuff, but still, it's very big. So instead, I went for this, the production for construction. So that's why we have a bucket now. This is the Anderson feed mixer. I'm not sure who it's from at this moment in time. I should probably look into that. But it was on 22. I think it was on 19 as well. From Sim 19 and 22. I quite like it. You know, it's American-ish. American-ish. It's a lot better than the Silo King base game Silo King. This is just a little bit smaller, which I'm okay with. We didn't really have the power to run it in the first series anyway. So yeah. Now I am also going to place down a workshop because we need to. So we don't necessarily need to, but I'm going to. Because I want to turn this tractor into our feed mixing tractor. And with these duals, I'm not sure it'll fit through that doorway. Don't really want to find out either. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and buy us some cows. The trigger's right here. Almost lost it there for a second. I want to say 50. 50 is a good number. Then again, our thing can hold 330. So if we bump this up to 60, what is 330 divided by 60? Hang on. 330 divided by 60. That'll be 5.5. So we'll have 5 batches and then a half batch. Or do we want to just get, nope, 60. We're getting 60. Boom. Bot. Alright, so we need, say, 2 silage. Go with 2 alfalfa and a straw bale. Let's try that. So why are these bales don't have the right literage? What's happening here? I don't know. Alright, I am going to need my help window for this. Alright, how full is that? Oh, 97%. Perfect. Go ahead and dump that in there. And if we take a look at the cows, they are doing great. Doing great. I did also place down a manure pit over here. Kind of the best spot for it, really. So there's that. Which means I also need to give them straw. And I don't know if this barn will allow straw bales. Should probably find that out. Is that taking that? No. Alright, so we are going to need to put this into the feed mixer. Which is not a big deal, but we need to fill it with feed first. They'll take quite a lot of loads of food, which is fantastic. Looks like the planter is done. That is awesome news. Let's go take a look at what he's done. If I can find the planter. Looks like he did miss a couple pieces on the corners. I guess it's not a big deal. And then I'm going to assume he missed some over here on this other side. Nope, no he didn't. Never mind. Alright, how much did that fill? 55,000 liters? Alright, we'll go again. And then we will fill them up with straw. So we want 2 bales of silage, 2 things of hay, and 1 of straw. I do realize the alfalfa is ready, but it is March 1st, first week of March. It's not a good idea to start mowing your grass in March. Well, not the first week anyway, I think. Right? Actually, don't know. That is something I would have to look up. Alright, we don't need my help window on anymore, so that can be turned off. So I did see a contract for stone picking. Look at that. Oh, and this finished before it was empty. Man. Alright, let's see how much that used. They could probably use another bale, and I might actually give them that bale. Alright. Let's find my tractor. Alright, but that will do it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.